Hello and welcome. I am Marisha. Thank you for joining me. Today I'm sharing with you an adorable holiday card project featuring the latest Rub-On transfers from scrapbook.com. Let's go ahead and get started. Today's card project features the latest Rub-On transfers from scrapbook.com. They're Christmas Animals 1 and 2. Let me tell you, my friend, I am a huge fan of scrapbook.com's Rub-On transfers. The illustrations are so lifelike and they are so gorgeous. If you have not checked out their Rub-On transfers, I will link the page below. These two right here include sentiments that state we wish you a Merry Christmas, joy to the world. As you see the gorgeous detail on the packages, the poinsettias, and look at the little bunnies in the chair, so cute. The bag of gifts, the bear behind the Christmas tree. Oh my goodness, adorable. And let's not forget to check out the gold snowflakes. I will select a sheet of pattern paper from the latest vintage paper pad from scrapbook.com. Check out these gorgeous pattern papers, beautiful and perfect to create your vintage projects. Gorgeous. In addition to this paper pad, to save me time from ink blending a background, I am going to use a sheet of pattern paper from the ombre pattern paper. Look at these beautiful backgrounds. So if you don't feel like ink blending, grab you an ombre paper pack. Off camera, I used scrapbook.com's nested stitch stamps die set to die cut one frame from gold mirrored cardstock, and I cut out a total of 8 frames from brown cardstock. I will create 2 windows, so I cut 2 pieces of acetate down to size. I am now cutting out the images that I am using for this card project. I'm now going to add a little bit of distress around the edge of my pattern paper. So using my blending brush, I will apply Distress Ink's Walnut Stain around the edge of the panel. I will now spritz the panel with Distress Spritz Antique Linen. Finally, using Distress Spray Stain's Gathered Twigs, I will add a few drops of the stain to my panel. Then from there, I will bring in a paper towel just to gently lift the stain from the panel. Here's a closer look of the panel. I will now set it aside to allow it to dry. Now I'm creating a 3D window scene for my project. So I will begin by creating 2 windows. First, I will add adhesive to the back of the gold frame, and then I will adhere the first piece of acetate. To create your windows, feel free to use double-sided or liquid adhesive. Next, I will create another window. So repeating the last step, I will add adhesive to the back of the frame, and then I will adhere the piece of acetate. Now it's time to build the scene. So first, I cut a piece of ombre pattern paper down to size to fit on the inside of the frame. I will now position the Christmas tree on the pattern paper. I will then burnish and remove the release paper, and as you see, we have a gorgeous Christmas tree background. Next, I will bring in the top window frame and I'll position it on top of the ombre panel. Then from there, I'll bring in the little mouse image and I will position it on the window. I will then burnish it, remove the release paper, and look what we have, an adorable mouse on the window. I will now bring in the next window and position it on top of the other window frame, and then I'll position the presents. And then from there, I will repeat the step as before, burnish the presents, and then remove the release paper, and there we have our presents adhered to the window. This is the order of our windows. So the tree is in the background, then the presents, and then the mouse. But before we finish building our scene, I'm first going to bring in the blending brush that has the walnut stain ink on it, and I'm just going to lightly add some of that ink around the edge of this panel and a little bit of that distress spritz so it can match my pattern paper. Then from there, I will adhere the Christmas tree panel to the middle of the pattern paper. And then I will add 4 layers of the window frame and then the window that has the presents. But first, before I do that, I decided to add a few snowflakes to the background. Once I'm done, I will adhere the remaining frames and then I'll adhere the top window. But first, before I add the remaining layers, I will add more snowflakes to this window. Oh my goodness, I was in heaven adding these snowflakes. Oh, it just turned out so good, especially when you see the card at the end, the 3D look. It looks as if the snowflakes are falling. Look at that. Oh, so gorgeous. I then applied the sentiment to the bottom of the panel. Then from there, I will adhere this card front to my card base, which is a 4¼ by 5½ inch top folding card base. And there we have it, my friends. Look at that. A gorgeous 3D window card project featuring scrapbook.com's Christmas Animals Rub-Ons. Thank you for joining me on today. I appreciate you as always for stopping by. I thank you for subscribing, clicking the thumbs up button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on future tutorials. I'm sending you love and hugs until the next crafty project. Please have a wonderful day.